Hi guys, here I am in at Tor House Stone Circle in Galloway. Now the question is, how do you approach them? Meaning, how can you learn to read and work with them in a way that's helpful today? Well, the first thing for me is their upright quality. As you can see. And the second thing that I look at is their individual quality, like their shape. Look at the shape of this one, for instance. And you get a feeling of this quality of the gesture of the stone, like this kind of expression. And it becomes a kind of, like, each stone is totally individual. Like that stone is totally different from this one here. It's got a totally different shape. It's at a different angle. It's got this split down the middle. And the position in the landscape is different as well. The other thing that you start to do when you look at the individual kind of character of the stone is you start to notice the relationship to the artistic expression of the landscape. Like that bit's slightly raised up and then it goes down towards the river there, and then up at the other side, that hill over there. And as we look around, we've got that hill over there and that hill over that way, that hill there, and that kind of hollow in the middle as it comes up here to the circle. And then on this one we've got the three stones in the middle as well, which has a lot to do with the positioning of the different stones and the number of them. Because it goes into the kind of numerology of it. Quite often some of them have been broken or removed even, all that type of thing. But let's just go around and have a look at the different stone gestures. So start back with this one. How would you say the expression of that one is? It's kind of like a stubby pointer or something like that. Kind of like pointing in that direction. It's quite kind of holding, pointing. Letting go into the backspace. Whereas this one here is like even more letting go. It's like really kind of almost laughing. And then if we go down to this one, I suspect this one's fallen down backwards. But you can imagine what it would be like if it was up. it would be yeah, it's got that sort of quality there, and quite rounded at the back, so it's almost like pointing or holding in to the middle of the circle. This one here is like got its shoulders back almost, and then that forward pointing bit, that kind of coming together at the front. That's like kind of like almost like holding the circle. Whereas this one is got this kind of gouge out of it here, and this bit's more flat, and then it comes round the back, and then there's a bit out of here. It's almost like it's kind of upright held quality, and then I come round to these bigger ones. This one here's got this kind of jacking it down that side, and there's a bit at the front. And then it's sitting well forward. The top's almost level, so, and then this edge is flat, and that edge really flat. That's like reflecting to the back. Totally. That whole area here kind of reflecting. You can see the landscape here, the way it moves around in a kind of gentle curvature of these rolling hills. But this is a great stone, actually. It's got real character. Sometimes you like certain stones, and like, look at this one. This one's fantastic. This has got this edge here, and then it's got this cutaway underneath. Come round, it's got this bit, and then that bit's kind of pointing off to that middle one, and then comes round, and it's got that. Quite a lot of them have that crack up that kind of split up the side, and then it's got this hollow inlet at the back. It's kind of holding solid quality. And then this one here, totally different quality, isn't it? Quite flat at to the centre of the circle, and then pointed out to the back. It's like really kind of drifting into the backspace, or holding the front of the circle. And then this bit's quite rounded. The angle of that part at the front, kind of, it's reflecting the heavens up that way. I mean, you've got this series of wee ones here. That one, this one's a good one actually. It's just the wee one. It's got this higher bit, and then well balanced stone, that one. But you can see how you're kind of getting a feeling for this quality or gesture of the stone just by kind of feeling into the kind of artistic, sculptural quality of it. Like this one here, this kind of holding kind of bowl quality at the front, and then this rounded back space. We go around to this one, which is more pointed at the back here. That's it. Granite. Kind of sitting quite far back, but I suspect that's been moved as well. You get a feeling for if they've been moved or not as well. Then this one's got this cut out at the top. To one side, it's almost like holding up, kind of like that. And that bit flat at the edge. This one here is another one that looks like it's dropped. But you can imagine what it would look like when it was up and in place. Quite assertive. This one here, a big cut out at that side, and then rounded back down there. Each one of these would need a lot more work on it to really get into clearly the kind of character of the stone. You could kind of see how they could fit into the circle, and that's the rest of them there. And then if we go into these ones in the centre, these centre stones, quite important. We've got this big one here, and you can see how it's just totally, that one's like lying down almost, isn't it? And this one in the middle, and this one here, fantastic stone, kind of sloping up that way. You can see the way they're placed together. Fantastic. You get a real feeling of the kind of character, its threefold character, and it really kind of works into the rest of the stones. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20 stones. Quite unusual actually. Normally 9 or 12 or 20, 21 or 14. But yeah, but you can see how it's almost like, to me it's like brings the kind of healing quality of the landscape out. It's like a point you can go to. It's like an ancient church, but it's like set in the value of the kind of artistic gesture of the landscape. When you think about what the landscape is, it's like the work of God in a way. It has been manipulated by man over the years, but in actual fact it's a work of these spiritual forces that have worked into the earth and shaped it. And that's what's so fantastic about looking at these Stonehenges in this light, creatively and artistically. You can really tap into the healing quality of the place through them. And that's what's so exciting about it. But it also relates to how you see them and how you work with them, which is that you're the observer and you're part of the person working through and into the observation, which heals you in the way you look at the landscape and work with it. So I'll leave it there just now. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.